In our many years of helping companies develop a culture of innovation, we've identified 7 key blocks to creativity. To be a touch creative, we've called these blockers suspects in a trial, a Who Killed Creativity trial. And here is the lineup. At one end of the lineup are the blatant killers that we can all see and experience. Extreme control can be highly damaging. The cost of bullying has been estimated at $1.2 million for an organisation of 1,000 people per year. And frighteningly, researchers have found that psychopathic disorders are actually more common in executive offices than in prison. As many as 4 in 100. This sort of control can shut down the default network in our brains, preventing creativity. We've all felt the paralyzing effect of fear. Fear can put us into what's known as a dorsal dive, shifting brain activity from the prefrontal cortex to the primitive base stem of the brain, which is where our fight, flight, freeze response comes from. In this part of the brain, there is no room for creative ideas or to think into the future because you are responding in emergency mode to an immediate threat. But highly stressful workplaces mean we often live with the constant adrenaline of fear. Fear moves the brain from open possibilities to proclivity and probability. At the other end of the lineup is the more sinister suspects that use stealth, creating blind spots, such as narrow-mindedness and insulation. As an example, newsfeed algorithms filter out diverse opinions as they tailor our news to the ideas we've already explored, so that, as comedian Culprits says, our world becomes a safe space where like-minded folks can hear things they already agree with from someone whose opinion they already know. The result of narrow-mindedness is that our brains slip further into pettiness and we give up our valuable time talking about other people and watching reality TV to dissect their lives. Dennis Miller despairs about our generation when he says, "Never have lives less lived been more chronicled." Then there are the suspects that spread silently through the organisation like an infection. These are apathy and pessimism. These suspects kill innovation with phrases we've all heard before, such as, "We tried this before and it didn't work. But then again, who cares? I can't be bothered discussing these anymore." Or, "Have I also been infected?" Now let's put a magnifying glass on the one that often gets the highest vote from our audiences: pressure. Why is this such a deceptive suspect, a key killer of creativity? Because we love it. When you are asked at work, "How are you?" how many times do you answer busy? We see control and feel the paralyzing effects of fear. But pressure is insidious. We don't realize the damaging effects. Hi, I'm Andrew and here's my friend Pressure. Pressure is often worn as a badge of honour by busy executives who are proud to admit they are captivated by her. And if a good day's hanging out at work is not enough, do we leave pressure at the office? No, we bring her home with us at night. And when my wife and I go to bed, she hates it when I bring pressure to join us. And at 4 a.m, it's not my wife that wakes me up, it's pressure asking me about that report, KPIs, a proposal I need to finish. Now let's leave the workplace and head home for a minute. Who does check their email, their social media, their devices before work? At home, before breakfast, before leaving your bedroom, in bed. Addiction to email and social media can lower your IQ twice as much as smoking marijuana. We can lose 2.1 hours of productivity every day to interruptions and distractions, needing to touch our devices over 150 times a day. Now, once our focus is broken, it takes an average of 25 minutes to return to a creative state of flow. And each time it's broken, you restart the creative process and use up your brain's resources. If you're checking your devices every 24 minutes and 59 seconds, you can go hours, days, weeks, months, maybe years, without being creative, just due to this one suspect of pressure. You see, your working memory can only juggle about 5 things at once. And when we pack it out, there's no room to dream big and little ability to be creative. So it's time these suspects, these possible killers of creativity, these fictional characters, these voices in our head are removed so we can get on with being creative again.